Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Tennessee Titans.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Giants. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. And his first look is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Throwing Jones. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
They run here with Singletary, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. On now is the Titans punter. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Slayton. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Back to throw. Jones. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Steps away. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Action, Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun, Jones. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. On the counter, this is Singletary. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 2nd and 3. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 13 yards remaining on second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Folks, kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. The throw on target before they work it across midfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Jones on first down, buying time to his left. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So first and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Gano for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. The throwing to start the drive, but that
rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7, and he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going. Out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Oh, good move. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get long.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now Jones. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Personal foul. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Back to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Singletary again. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.